How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to ReWrite, where last time we were eating lots of food. Like, kind of was like the weird conclusion of last episode is that everything we were doing was revolving around food, which I guess kind of makes sense because we've been spending a lot of time with Chihaya and her whole life revolves around food. So we had like a big lunch thing and we talked about plans to do an investigation, although it's interesting because we've already seen a bit of a split where last time our investigation was primarily in the forest and looking at what was happening at the heart of the forest, or at least we got a glimpse of it. I wonder if we'll actually get an answer to what the fetch that really weird miasma swamp thing was in a different like timeline or whatever. But this time it seems like we're actually going to be investigating that parallel dimension, which is actually really cool because I have been wanting to know more about how that and how it works. Because so far, all we know is that we've fallen into it and out of it repeatedly, and that at a really tough time when we were trying to find Kotarou, we accidentally used it as a means of transport, which is kind of what I'm thinking it's supposed to be primarily for the summoners, is it's a means of getting places quickly. Kind of like the ways in the Wheel of Time. Like it's like a different dimension that shortcuts things. It's really cool. Like the concept's really great. I love it. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. But today I guess we're doing our investigation, so we're gonna see how this goes. Knowing how well investigation last time went, I'm not expecting much to happen here. So yeah. But we'll see what happens when we get there. So thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. We finished everything, even the extra rice porridge.
Umakatta.
Yes, it was. Hot pot is great once in a while.
Ja, kyou no nabekai wa owari ne.
Yeah, guess it's time to start heading home.
Sashita.
Oh wait, I thought we were investigating tonight. You're naive if you think you can trick me that easily.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. Okay, guys, start preparing yourselves. Time to investigate.
今は無理よ。
Huh? Did something happen?
世界の衝撃映像を見たいのよ。
Right. Was whose show was that? Was it like Tosh.0? Maybe I'm going crazy. Wasn't there like a show where essentially it was like watching like viral YouTube videos with an audience? But like, it's so funny because it was like serialized reaction content before even the Fine Brothers. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, whatever it is. A big screen drops from the ceiling. It's a TV. You can record them for later.
今見たいの。
And so we all ended up watching together.
おもろかった。
Yes, it was.
ビルの葉っぱ失敗がまさに衝撃的だったな。ああいうのはお国柄なんだろうか。日本じゃ葉っぱ解体なんてめったにないもんね。
You know what? That's actually a good point. I wonder... Controlled demolitions are always fascinating, but I wonder if that's just not as common in Japan.
ゾウさんのパワーが凄まじかった。
Yeah, I bet that iron pulled like it was made of clay. I sure wouldn't want to meet him in the streets. What's wrong, Prez?
前の娘がワーだのオーだの言いながら頭を揺らしてばかりで全く集中して見ることができなかった。
Sorry.
だってびっくりしたりするじゃないですか。
I thought she was talking about us. Anyway, now that we're done with that, we can finally start the investigation. Investigate this alternative world mysteries.
ニュース。
Just record it!
冗談よ。
You know, you don't need to come if you're that against it. I didn't count on her going initially anyway.
セキュリティは解除しておくように依頼しておいたわ。存分に楽しんでらっしゃい。
Okay. So she literally isn't coming with us. It's weird because she seemed like she wanted to before. We depart, leaving Akane and Sakaya behind to clean the dishes.
夜の学校って怖っ。
Aw, it's okay, Kotori.
電気つけちゃダメなんでしょうか。
It'd be bad to attract too much attention. Let's continue like this for now. Don't we have flashlights, though? Well, guess we've checked everywhere.
なんもなかったね。
Yeah, that was almost surprisingly uneventful. All we did was walk around.
もともとそんなもんだろう。さ、帰ろうか。
Hold your horses, we just started.
まだ回るんです？
It wouldn't be a mystery if it were that easy to find.
手分けをして回った方がいいかもしれない。
Okay, she's got a fair point, but go in pairs. Yeah. We've got 6 people here. We can split into groups of 2. Team A. Team B. Wait, why am I alone?
現実を受け入れよう。
Aww.
それなら茜さんに電話して、やっぱり来てもらったらいいじゃないですか。
I kinda doubt she'd come for me.
前に頼み込んだら来てくれたこともあったしさ。
I mean, that's a fair point. That's true, but, well, I guess it won't hurt to try.
無理。
I see. Thought so. What if I said pretty please?
本気で無理ね。
Why?
FPS のチーム戦始まっちゃったのよ。大丈夫よ。私の心はいつでもお前のそばにあるわ。
Don't be so cheesy with me. That's a nice line, but... Huh? What happened?
おのれ、こんなところに万歳アタック仕掛けてくれたわ。こういうのにやられるのが一番腹立つわ。
Thank you very much. I think one team can have 3 people.
寂しがり屋だね。
Hey, shut up.
どっちのチームに入るんだ？
I changed my mind. I'll try to get Prez to participate even if it costs me my life. I call her phone once again.
はい、千里です。
Ah, Prez, listen.
ただいま私は貴様のような猛獰なる下船の輩の電話に出ることに微塵の価値も見出せません。
Right, fair.
これ以上私の崇高なる試作時空間にみだりに立ち入ろうとするならば、ピーという発信音の後にお前の価値も値打ちも意味すらない人生、今和の芸を残し、呪われよ。
That's creepy. I hang up.
どうだったの？表情を見ると聞くまでもなさそうだけど。
This feels like bullying at this point. Darn, I'm not gonna give any this easy. I dial her number again.
はい、千里です。
Her voice sounds weirdly distorted. Nothing? Give me those 20 seconds of my life back! Fetch me. One more time.
はい、千里です。ここで、茜のワンポイント読み事項レッスン。
Uh-huh.
財布とワイフを間違えただけで、その後、転落人生を迎えた人がいるそうよ。ある実業家の話なのだけれど、重要な取引を前に、親睦を深めるため、会食の場を持つことになった時のことよ。
Okay.
タイミングが悪いことに、その日、男はなんと財布を置いてきてしまったのね。
Ooh, yeah, don't do that.
現金が必要だった男は会社の金庫を開け、いくらかを持ち出してしまったの。会食は和やかに進んだ。しかし、そこに男宛てに電話がかかってき、
Ah, don't hang up in the middle! Now I'm curious what happened next.
諦めた方がいいですって。
Probably. Just how much abuse can one man take? This is it. I'm going to confront her directly.
そんなに会長と一緒に回りたいのか。
Now that you mention it, I feel I'd end up even more miserable if she actually agreed to join my team. That said, if you poke me, I'll be riled up until I get my revenge. I'll press this wet tissue against her neck and make her scream in surprise, even if it costs me my life.
小さい男だね。
Yes, Kotarou. My whole life is just an accumulation of tiny goals that mean nothing. Anyway, go ahead for now. I'll join you later. It's going to be midnight in an hour, so yeah, let's meet up at the club room at 10 past the witching hour.
さっき言ってないところとか行った方がいいかな。
Yeah, but I'll leave the final decision up to you. How much you want to bet we're going to be spirited away on our way, like, to see Akane? I look behind me. A shiver runs up my spine. The darkness at the end of the corridor looks as deep as the abyss. Almost like it continues with no end. Or rather, it really does, according to my eyes anyway. Oh no. This sensation. Of course, it's when we're alone. In the endless corridor. This isn't good. Why'd it have to happen the very moment I split up with the others? I have to do something. Oh boy, here we go. I approach the stairs. The heck is this? I glance over the railing only to find a bottomless pit extending as far as the eye can see. I tried dropping a pencil. There's literally no bottom. This isn't good at all. I probably shouldn't use these stairs. Back when I got lost with Yoshino, I made it back by barging into the club room. Maybe trying every door in sight is the best option for now. I bet most of them aren't even doors, they're probably just paintings on the wall. I continue to walk alone. Identical classrooms pass by me with no end in sight. Darn. Thoughts about whether I'll even be able to return fills my anxious mind. I'm on the verge of panicking. Take a deep breath. No worries. We've made it back how many times now, right? That said, I doubt simply walking will get me anywhere at this point. Maybe I should try a new floor after all. I find the stairs and try moving to a lower level. Lower floor. Huh? The stairs end partway down, as if they've been severed by the darkness itself. However, there's a large metal door in the wall where they end, almost looks like a bank vault. I try the knob. It's unlocked. I enter inside. A gust of wind lashes my face as if I've opened the door to the outside. What the fetch? The hell is this? Before me sits completely barren and outlandish landscape formed with concrete floors and walls and floors. In a way, you could describe the area as an incomplete corridor. Gray mist conceals the high ceiling. I'm under the stairs? What do I do? This is no joke. Maybe I can find something here. I slowly begin moving forward, scrutinizing my surroundings. The trouble is though, now that we're alone, like even if we can get out of here, is anyone gonna believe us? Well, maybe because there's a good chance that they're like if we miss our meeting time, they're gonna panic and start searching for me. The walls are spotless despite being an underground tunnel. The same applies to the floor. This whole area feels like it was newly built. I touch the wall. It's not rough to the touch like you'd expect from concrete. Maybe it's made of something else. I decided to take a picture to start. The silence suddenly feels more imposing. The sound of wind, I can make out the faintest vibrations in the air from here. It feels like a subtle ringing in my ears. Crap. This is precisely why I want to avoid being alone. You always end up dead after splitting up in horror movies. Doesn't matter if the culprit's a human or a supernatural force. And of course, it's a lot easier to target a single person instead of a group. There's a strength in numbers. Cows might just be food by themselves, but when they band together, they can trample a starving wolf any day. Not to mention that being alone amplifies a person's fears. Agreed. That becomes the main obstacle to survival. In short, I'm scared out of my wits. Ah, crap! Better go back. But, oh, that's not terrifying at all! A weird sound. Is it a bat? No, a small animal couldn't make that loud of a noise. It reminds me of how crows sound when they fly. The flapping of their wings is way louder than you'd expect up close. The sound keeps fading out and then returning. I don't like this. It must be close, but it's too fast for me to make out. Average birds are already pretty fast, so what am I facing here? This is way out of my league. Is it really a monster? That'd be quite a scoop. But I'll be pretty screwed if it attacks me for real. Is it time to step on the accelerator? I can boost my muscular strength, so if I boost my legs, I can probably escape from anything. I guess it's convenient that it's just me here if it's really a monster. All of our other members are girls. They'd probably just end up getting in the way if things turn dangerous. Funny you say that. We've learned, at least for sure, in, well, like 2 cases, because Shizuru absolutely is some kind of freaking monster of a tactical sniper or something. So, but then besides that, everyone we've met so far seems to have some kind of supernatural ability, or at least I'm guessing so. Because Lucia could jump between the trees really fast, just like Shizuru. We of course have Kotori, who's freaking a druid of amazingness. We don't know any, and then we got super strength Chihaya, but everybody else, I'm guessing there's something special about everybody, and we're the weakest in the whole group. Well, except for Chihaya, if it came to brute strength. Why is it laughing? I can hear it. Oh, it's a monster. I knew it. What little demon is this? It's laughing at me. The thing probably has a penchant for lurking out of sight and then scaring the crap out of people by popping out of nowhere. God, just let it be some mentally unstable homeless person or something for once. Wait, that's actually pretty scary too. This situation is starting to melt my brain. Its voice. Ah, no matter how I strain my ears, it doesn't sound like a homeless person or a person at all for that matter. This is definitely a monster. I should have acted quicker. Should have run as soon as I heard the sound. Anyway, I better prepare for battle. I have no time to step on the accelerator right now. I'll probably end up dead in the moment I let my guard down. As such, I have to make the best of what I have at my disposal. I have to discard fear, sharpening my reflexes to their limit. A moment's hesitation will mean certain death. I strain my ears and listen for the flapping sound. I could probably come up with something if I manage to pinpoint its location. Calm down. My foe doesn't sound too large. It should be able to surprise it by landing a single attack, and then I can use time to escape. I clench my fist, feeling sweat on my palms. Flap, flap. Here it comes. Oh! I cast my fear aside with a mighty roar and throw a fist toward the mysterious attacker. Hey, we got it! Okay, so here's the thing. What is this thing? Because every time we've come in here, we've either seen people or familiars. The familiars have never talked, even the complex big ones. So this is something else? Well, I guess, no. I guess it didn't talk, but Chibi Moth was intelligent, so maybe it is just a really complex summon. Looks like I accidentally defeated it. What the fetch are you? Are you a fairy? I mean, we were talking about how it seems very much tied to, like, fae, but this looks like a legitimate fairy. What the hell is this thing? It looks like a plant, but it moves and it talks. It's no bigger than a human baby. You probably use those wings as back as to fly, though they look more like leaves from up close. Okay, maybe it is like a really complex familiar then, because it looks like it's crafted of plant material like most of the familiars were, but this one's intelligent. It looks like it's in pain. Did I mess up? Hey, are you okay? Oh, I like this guy. He's annoying, but I like him. He's like a little mini Kotarou. So he springs up and darts from my neck. Whoa! Thud. I swat it down like a fly. I can hear you, you know. It's weak as hell. So you can talk. What is this thing? At least it doesn't look dangerous. What manner of beast are you? You are not in a position to talk! You don't seem to realize your position, do you? I place my boot on his back. No! You can try apologizing first. To start, I'll forgive him. I'll let you go if you talk to me. Anyway, what are you? It stops moving. Hey! Poke it with the tip of my shoe a few times, but it shows no signs of life. I crouch down, take a better look. Did I kill it? It's faking it. No, it's still breathing. Hello? Doubt he'd fall asleep in a situation like this. Alright, it's playing dead, that's it. It's planning to run away the moment I let my guard down. Get up. I rolled along the floor like a ball. It endures it stoically. I place my index finger against his forehead. Look, your forehead's getting kind of weird. It's getting closer. It's getting farther. He's so funny. He's like a little kid. Unable to stand it anymore, the thing clutches its forehead. Alright. He's dumb, but I like him. He's adorable. It falls asleep. I thought it was playing dead, though. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm too curious about whatever this thing is. I have to make sure I can't escape before answering my questions. I rummage through my pockets and find a thick rubber band. I could use it to bind its leg-looking protrusions. Get up already. Whoosh. It springs up and tries to escape. No, you don't. I catch it by its head. Stop trying to run away. Jeez, you're so annoying. I release him.
この俺様をここまでコケにしやがって。
I don't know, man. I feel like you started the disrespect train. I just reciprocated. I barely did anything. You're just a clown tripping over its own feet.
ゆるさん、もはや実力行使だ。
Oh. It flies into the air.
見さらせ、俺様の最終美儀。
Oh, he's fast. He begins zipping around like fast as lightning. Oh. I can barely follow with my eyes.
見えない。見学したところで逃げちまうって先輩や。じゃあな、どんくせえ猿みたいなやつ。
Why is it doing that? I hate my mouse. Gotcha. The rubber band stretches. So we already tied it on him, huh? Come here. Got him.
どうもすみません。
Oh, now you friendly. So who'd you call a clumsy monkey?
僕知らない。
You still don't seem to realize the position you're in. I swing him around like a yo-yo a bit. This is actually pretty fun. How is it? Thinking about giving up yet?
マジすみませんでした。
I catch him again. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm not even tense anymore. I just feel hollow and disappointed. I don't know how to put it, but despite being a real cryptid, I don't feel any more excited than I would listening to the opening for a comedy show.
俺の半身さえ戻ってくればてめえなんぞ。
Other half, huh? Like, is it literally like another version of you, or what? Your other half. Not sure how a girl would help. Maybe he's dating some burly guy? Oh, huh?
あれはさすが呼べば答える我が半身。ギルちゃん。
Gil? What's going on? He's not alone.
あら？
Aww. Holy crap, you're adorable. Pale creature. Interesting, I like the flower, but like without the flower, she would look just like a little fairy. Look at those fairy wings. And it's funny, I didn't realize it, but isn't this the first time we're seeing like hair drills? That's interesting. Another of the least intimidating creatures ever shows up.
よく来た我が半身よ。こいつぶっ殺せ。ぶっ殺？こいつってどなた？
Hi. Oh, she's excited.
ナイスガイじゃありませんこと？
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, you're making me blush.
惚れるな。こいつ俺を捕まえてる悪いやつだぞ。なんですの？あなたはどなた？
My name's Tennouji Kotarou. Your friend attacked me screaming for blood, so I decided to neutralize him and ask him a few questions to start.
それはどうもご丁寧に。
Who are you?
私はパニです。
Pani. I see. That's a cute name.
まあ、可愛いだなんてそんな。ぶっ殺ですわよ。
Wow, okay. Well, she's easy to win over.
てめえら、何和んだ会話してんだ。
Anyway, if he's a friend of yours, I'd really appreciate it if you could pipe him down a notch. I don't want to hurt him if possible.
いい人じゃありませんの。騙されんな。ギルちゃんの弁解を聞きましょうかしら。こいつ悪いやつだから捕まえてぶっ殺せ。
Valid argument. It happened like I said.
ギルちゃん、正直におっしゃってくださる？血が吸いたくなったから突然襲いかかってとっ捕まりました。
I was attacked, so I had no choice but to apprehend him.
おバカ
I like her. She's great. Boing. Ah, right. He's still on the rubber band around his legs.
叫んだですわ。この後に及んで抵抗とは。怒りの右を食らいやがれですわ。
Flap. This is, I actually feel kind of sorry for Gil now. He turned to a punching bag.
だいたい、アタクシたちは人目に触れてはならない存在ですの。
Okay, yeah, so they're... Okay, interesting. Is that so?
元来はそうですわ。
Aww. By the way, I think your partner's lost consciousness.
これくらいしないとわからないんですわ、この子は。
I see. Guess that's the end of that.
というわけで、私はパニとお呼びください。
All right.
俺様はギルだ。ギルティのギル。かっこいいだろ
You are just a middle schooler incarnate. This thing seems to possess the mind of a middle schooler. I like it. I like how I'm in vibe with this right now. So anyway, what manner of beings are you two?
それは言えないのです。はっ、てめえなんぞに頼まれたって教えてやるかよ。
Okay, I don't care anyway.
お、いいのかよ。本当に教えてやらねえぞ。
Well, regardless of if you talk or not, I can tell you're not anything anything my world has seen.
確かに普通じゃありませんわ。え、ガチで無視かよ。おい、冗談きつくね。
I see. To tell the truth, I've been investigating supernatural phenomena happening in my town.
まあ、そうでしたの？おーい、聞いてます？
I've heard rumors of cryptid sightings and...
なるほど。もしかすると私のことかもしれません。
So is she saying that she's been in the physical world, like the human world before? Yeah, you definitely fit the criteria.
なんか扱いが単数形になってね。
If you can't say who you are, I imagine I can't say what you can't say what you're doing here either.
いいえ、私に目的は特にありませんな。
Okay.
寂しく放浪中の身ですわ。
Interesting. So I wonder what this is all about then. You know what? Okay. Random thought theory. I don't know. I doubt this is it because it feels like this is something completely different. But we did hear one little tidbit when we were on Kotarou's route. She talked about how the druids would speak about how you could take a deceased individual, bring them back as a familiar, and they saw it as a form of reincarnation or rebirth. I assumed it was kind of like what we saw with Chibi-Moth, which was like, yeah, he wasn't Pero, but he kind of also was, and he still, like, in his final moments, knew who he was, right? Like, and her parents, when push came to shove, they understood their role was to protect their daughter. Like, they understood, like, we're the parents, she's the daughter, and they're like, she gave them a little autonomy, and they were able to kind of, like, fulfill that, like, one thing that was, like, central to their core selves when they were alive, right? So what if this is just a different, more advanced or more developed form of this? Like, druids who brought back their loved ones as familiars and then somehow maybe gave them abilities or entwined them with the fabric of like the magic that they came from so that they wouldn't have to rely on the druid to survive. And then you'd have fairies that are like reborn from the remains of humans into kind of familiar beings with an intelligence. So, I mean, I'm guessing we're going to learn more about them, but that would be my guess to what these things are if I were to, like that's based on what I know, which I'm just very limited, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. God, that thing is so loud.
もうしばらく大人のお話ですから黙っててくださる？なんだよクソ。
Anyway, I can see that you're mysterious life forms now.
あら、物分かりがいいんですのね。
Aww. And you don't seem dangerous either.
こっそり後ろから近づいて血吸うたろか。
This one looks like a mosquito, though. I swat him out of the air. Do you receive your sustenance from human blood?
それはただのギルちゃんの趣味です。水と光で生きていけますわ。
Oh, they're like plants.
血くれよ。
It's like he really is like a middle schooler. Like he's got this whole like mental picture of who he is, but he has no need to drink blood.
もう鼻血でもいい。
It doesn't come out that easily. It might just be a hobby of his, but I'm starting to feel pity for the poor thing. Guess I've got no choice.
え、くれんの？鼻血？
Can't do something like that. I tried biting the tip of my thumb. The skin is all messed up and it hurts like hell, but it's not bleeding. I know I shouldn't have been based my perception of this world on manga. I'd probably have to tear it further to reach the blood vessels, but I'm kind of too scared to do that. Maybe I can just peel away the ruined skin and I tear off in one quick motion. Good grief, man. Oh god, it hurts! I managed to get some blood.
どうしましたの?
I thought I could feed him since he seems to be in pretty bad shape. Here you go, pal. I don't want him to lick the wound directly. It'd be bad if he carries some disease or something. So I scoop out some blood onto my other hand's finger and stick it out to the little thing.
マジで?
You want it, don't you? It's not enough to drink, but you can lick some. My finger still hurts, but I can endure it. He's like, you're so awesome!
お前、実は超いいやつなんじゃ。
I try to be the kind to animals.
うわー、血だー!
I guess he glues himself to my hand. Have your finger licked feels pretty creepy.
よかったですわね、ギルちゃん。よーし、これで俺様とお前は血で血を洗い合った仲だ。
I don't think you know what that means, but I'm glad you're satisfied.
何？俺様に守護してほしい？しょうがねえな。守護霊とかそんなんじゃねえが、上で飛んでて顔追い払うくらいには役に立つぜ。
I would be so happy if that was actually a thing. I'd make a blood pact with this annoying little flea anytime. I think I'd rather go with a spray. I begin to leave.
そんな釣れない態度取るなよ。
If I'm being completely honest, you're pretty annoying. Would it benefit my investigation in any way if I took this thing with me?
私からもお願いさせていただきますわ。立場は逆ですけど、もしよろしければ、あなたにかくまってほしいんですの。身の潔白は保証しますわ。
Okay, but here's the thing. What do you need protection from? It's harder to refuse when you ask.
俺の方が明るくて、ちょっと気の合いそうないいやつじゃね?
I ignore him. Oh, how could I not realize it? These two are cryptids themselves. What was your name?
はい、私ですの。
I don't mind keeping you around for now. But in return, I want to know who you are. That's a deal. I don't feel safe leaving you by my side when I don't even know who you are.
正論ですわね。あ？だから俺の正体はさっきも言ったろ。
No.
俺様はギルティの。
No, we need to know who you are, where you came from.
じゃあ、まずはちょっとだけ。さっきから俺、ガン無視じゃね？
We are.
町の異変を調査とのことですけど、私たちは登記されてこの方、人の目に触れたことはございませんわ。
Cast off. Ever since you were what?
私たちはゴミから生まれましたの。
Hold on a sec. That sounds like a pretty big reveal. I pull out my memo. New species of intelligent animal born from waste? Ooh, talk about science fiction.
ですが、私たちは見ての通り、清潔ですわよ。
I see. What kind of waste would that be exactly?
それは言えませんわ。あなたのためにも知らない方がいいことだと思います。
Maybe my crafted from human corpses idea isn't that far off. Huh? But that's the most important part.
あなたがもし真実に近づいていったとき、少しずつ語ることにしますわ。
It must be kind of disturbing if she's playing it like this. Well, if that's true, that means you're an important source of information for me.
そういうことですわ。あなたの調査の情報と引き換えに。
Looks like we got a deal.
ですわ。
We shake hands. I only use my little finger. Shake.
なんだよてめえら、超仲良くなってるじゃん。
You're an annoying little turd, but you can come along too.
おとなしくついてくるんですのよ。行きたかねえけど、行ってやら。
I'd be like, okay, well, see ya. Whatever you say, buddy. I'll make sure to punish him for his insolence by throwing him like a ball later. And so I made friends with mysterious animals. I mean, we could totally prove this to Akane now, but I'm guessing they won't let us do that. Okay, so first thing I'd like you to tell me.
はい、なんですの？
How do I get out of this place? That's a great point. They can tell us. I follow the two through the corridor. The moment I step through the heavy metal door, my phone rings. Ah, that probably means I'm back in the real world. I breathe a sigh of relief. It's an email from Kotsuri saying she's heading to the club room early. Not even an hour has passed yet. I feel like I was walking far longer than that. I'm gonna meet my friends now. Is that okay with you?
まあ、では、私たちはそれが解散しましたら交流。
Well, I guess that works. If they don't want to show themselves in front of humans, then I won't force them. I'll leave these two at the other side and continue to the club room. Hello? I enter the club room and find Kotori and Chihaya's team already there. Shizuru and Lucy are probably still investigating.
おかえり。どうだった？
You won't believe me. I hand her the digital camera with absolute confidence.
まさか。なんか撮ってきたんです？
The three surround the camera. How'd you like that, Prez? This is a view of the other world lurking within our school. How much you want to bet the picture's blank?
これが?
Huh? That doesn't sound like the reaction I expected. Let me have a look. I checked the camera. All the pictures are pitch black. No way! Oh, you know what's interesting about that? That other world might not have light. Because if it makes sense, like, it's another dimension. It doesn't actually have, like, a sun, right? And you also think about, like, those two, the fairy things. They said that they need light and water to live, and that might be why they have to go to the physical realm. They're just, like careful because they don't want to be spotted. Because in that other dimension, it would actually make sense if there wasn't any actual perceptive real light. So when you go to that world, you're seeing kind of how you expect to see, and it's kind of probably built around that premise that, like, it shapes itself in a way based on the way you expect things to be, which is why the light's always uniform. Everything, like, has the shape and form of, like, the city, but, like, they're all fake. It's almost like it constructs itself around your perceptions, and part of your perceptions you expect to be able to see. And so if you don't think about it too hard, you can just see there, but I bet you there's no actual light there. And so the camera wouldn't be able to take any pictures because there's no light, because the camera doesn't have a sense of perception at all. Interesting. I don't know if that's even remotely on track, but I think it's a cool line of thought.
真っ暗な密室でフラッシュも焚かずに撮影するとこうなるわね。
Are you kidding me? I did use flash. This is impossible. How? Okay, there you go too. So you brought flash, so maybe I'm completely off the mark. Look at this! I find a picture of the strange non-concrete wall.
逆に聞きたいわね。ただのコンクリの壁を見せられてどう反応しろと?
How could I be so stupid? Now I think about it, there's nothing particularly outstanding that grabs your attention there. A wall might be weird to the touch, but a picture doesn't convey that. It looks like a regular concrete wall. Jeez.
小太郎くん、本当に何かあったの?
Yes! It did!
期間、何もなかったぞ。
You won't believe me, you two.
いきなりなんだ?
I tell them the full story, except I leave out the two mysterious animals.
ではお前は一人で校内を歩き回っている間、
that's the worst
不思議な
part!
体験をしてきた。
But it did happen! Yes, that's right!
では、お前のその不可思議体験とやらの全貌を自分の目で確かめてみる?
What?
ご覧なさい。
She turns her laptop so we're facing her screen. On it is a video of our school corridors. This is...
暗視カメラの画像か?
Oh my gosh! So, what?
秘書に行ってモニタリングさせてたのよ。何か問題が起こってもまずいから。
じゃあ、ずっと監視されてたんですか? あらやだ。
これね。
The screen displays a storeroom by the stairs. Akane slides the bar back, and we see a silhouette descending the stairs. It's me.
別れて少し経ったくらいだね。
No way! I checked like 100 classrooms before going down those stairs. After opening the storeroom door, I hesitate for a few moments, then disappear inside. Akane slides the bar again. Now we can see Kotsuri and Chihaya passing by. Huh?
お前の話だと、ここはすでにその異空間とやらの中だったのよね。
別に変なところはなかったけど。普通でしたね。
この10分後くらいにお前が出てくる映像もあるわけだけど、何か画期的な言い訳があるのかしら?
That's weird, because I thought we were already in that alternate world when she got that recording, right? So, how's that work? I guess I've got no choice but to admit defeat since I don't have any evidence or anything.
おや、素直。
But it really happened.
疲れてるのね。明日はゆっくり休んだ方がいいんじゃなくて? 虚言癖や妄想癖に効く薬品はこの世のどこにもなくてよ。
Wow, now she's treating me like a mental case. I have the ultimate kind of proof, the mysterious animals themselves, but I can't reveal them without their permission. If I upset them and they ran away, I'd lose my chance at the scoop of the century. I have no choice but to accept being the local nutcase for now. Shizuru stares at the paused storeroom video.
実際に行ってみよう。
無駄だと思うけれどね。
Shizuru leads us to the storeroom, and we open its doors. Of course, there's nothing of note inside. We end up calling it quits and heading home from there. I mean, I'm glad that she wanted to give us the benefit of the doubt. Jeez, I really took a beating today.
きちんと黙っててくださいましたのね。感謝しますわ。
Of course, I could never betray you, Pani. I guess so.
元気出してくださいな。そのことで私たちの信頼は勝ち取ることができましたのよ。
Yeah, guess that does sound like a good trade-off. Gil lets out a sigh as he inspects my room. What's up? You don't like my place?
お前の他にここ誰もいねえのかよ。
Yeah, well, I guess my parents come back from time to time.
血は吸っていいのか。
I'm gonna swat you like a little bug you are.
おとなしくしてなきゃいけないようですわよ。小太郎、くそ、しょうがねえな。
I have a complaint or two about his attitude, but he at least seems to understand.
じゃあ、どの辺に隠れてればいいんですの？
You can go wherever as long as it's inside the house.
ほうほう。
Oh, wait a minute. The two begin looking all over my room.
なんだこの無駄なスペース。ねぐらにしちゃ無駄だらけだな。お前の人生か。
Hey, it's a little close to home, buddy. Right, I was just thinking about throwing you around. I clasp Gil's head.
いや、それなりに控えてください。広いですわね。
Yeah, well, you're free to use whatever space you want.
お、そうだ。俺様の領地と分かりやすいように名前を書いておこう。
No. Oh man, I suddenly feel the urge to practice my pitching, Pani. Could you open the window for me real quick?
Hi.
She says all for it. She's like, yeah, of course. That's a good pose right there. She's so cute. I seize the rubber bands that's still attached to Gil and shake it a few times.
いやー、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
Now, remember that you're at the bottom of the pecking order in this house.
はい。このクローゼットの中を使ってよろしいかしら。
Oh, sure, it's a good place to hide too.
じゃ、ちょっと寝床を。
You can use anything you find inside. There should be a few pillows and a futon in there, I think.
なんだよ、このさ。
Well, she's a sweetie. You're annoying. Try asking your own heart for that answer.
ギルちゃん、手伝ってくださいな。めんどくせえがしょうがね。
As the two begin remodeling my closet, I lean against the chair and try to relax. I take out my notebook. Captured two unidentified mysterious animals. Might have gotten in deeper than I bargained for.
何かに覆いかぶさられた。助けてくれ。どうしましょう。
The two are fighting a leather jacket in my closet. Well, it doesn't feel too dangerous for now. I moved the leather jacket off Gil's head.
礼は言わねえぜ。
Stuff it on him again. Oh man, I suddenly feel the urge to do a Derek Jeter impression.
窓はお開けしますわ。
Whoa! I swing him to the side this time.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
You're just swinging him around. Okay, I've had enough games for today. Gotta do my homework.
目が回った。宿題？何ですの？
I'm a student. Our teachers sometimes make us study at home. That's homework.
ほう、学校といや無能がむやみに無用なことを教える無駄な場所か。
Rich words coming from you. It's not that bad. I can see someone having that perspective, but if anything, the number of people who put their knowledge to good use probably outweighs the ones who get nothing out of it.
よし、じゃあこの俺様が一肌脱いでやろう。
You can speak English.
まあ、黙って貸してみな。
Yeah, I show him my textbook.
よーし、待ってな。以下の日本語文を英語文に訳しなさいか。
It's easy, but it's a pain to write it all out.
任せな。タバコの一本吸ってる間に終わらせるぜ。
Sig? What? I don't smoke, but let's see what you got.
トムとジャニーはいつでも。
You're already struggling with Japanese, dude. I decide to take a toilet break while he works on it. Gil's still fighting with the text when I returned. How's it going? How far did you get?
すまねえ。
All he seems to have managed is a single sentence. Well, that's about what I expected. Let's see.
トムとジャニーはいつでも一緒。
トムとジャニー、いつですま一緒。
Interesting voice at work there, but even more interesting translation. You're actually a complete dummy, you know?
バカかもしれんが一生懸命一文だけでも解いた俺様に対して誠意くらい見せろ
Alright, guess it was still quite an achievement for a non-human species. But that doesn't change the fact you're dumb as hell.
何がバカなんだよ
Just read it yourself.
Tom to Jenny はいつでもいつしょ完璧だろ
Oh my gosh. It's death more? What's that supposed to mean? It's a show about death and there's more of it?
要するに二人の試合をショータイムってことか
He's not just like a middle schooler. He's like the accumulation of all the really annoying Chunumbyo type of activity. You realize that's not even close to what the original sentence said. I can't possibly leave this task to him. Interesting. This took quite a turn. Hey, Lucia. Alright, what are we doing today in the ORS, yo? Prez. I feel kind of silly for even having to describe this, but she's moving around in front of a big screen playing WEE Sports. Wii Sports. At least it's healthier than her other games. I don't even feel like cracking a joke about it.
今日はメロンパイなどを作ってみました。すぐに果汁でベタベタになってしまいますので、お早めにお召し上がりください。
A melon pie. Interesting. Yeah, of course Kotaru's on board.
これすごく美味しいんですよね
Chihaya, you did anything that wasn't like garbage.
この花さんもいかがでしょう。
私は
遠慮なさらず、人数分ご用意してきましたので、余るともったいないですから。
I mean, I don't like him, but Sake has got a great way of like just talking to everyone the way they need to be talked to.
そういうことなら。フォークは自前のがあるから大丈夫だ。
はい。ではどうぞ。
It looks like even our class rep has finally become a prisoner in the club's sweets hour. Ah, snap out of it already, everyone!
なんです。もちろん、なめろうくんの分などご用意しておりませんが。
That's quite a nickname. It's Kotaru. And I never expected anything, so that's fine. Listen, everyone. At this present moment, only ones that successfully found good leads for the club. I wrote some names on the whiteboard. As you can see, over 90% came from the internet, and I found the rest. The rest of you barely make up the 0.01%.
これ疲れるわ。
How can they make their secretary put away the Wii game? That's what happens when they're at the top. When those at the top have no motivation. I clear my throat and start again. Don't you feel we're not taking our club seriously enough, everyone?
そうは言うが、結局のところ天王寺の活動だってほとんど成果が上がってないということじゃないか。
But are no leads better than bad leads? Yup, maybe.
でも確かにねネタ集めなんて言ってもどうしたらいいかわからないですし知り合いに話聞くくらいしかできないしね
I mean, that's something. That's true. Not to mention that none of these people have many friends, if any. Okay. I think we need to increase our numbers. I'm aware of how you feel, Prez, but I believe we simply have no choice but with our present conditions.
わかったわ。
Oh? That's pretty unusual for you to give in so easily.
ただね、絶対に私は手伝わないから。
I mean, if it comes to the recruitment side of things, I can understand that. Okay. That sure does help kill our morale right out of the gate.
でも人増やすって誰か当てはあるの
In a way, you could say I do, you could say I don't.
なんですそれ
I know I won't give in right away, but a wild wolf certainly would not fancy the idea of being a part of a sweets hour after school.
じゃあ勧誘でもするのか？
I guess that's our only option.
無理だと思うよこの時期に新しく部活に入ろうとする人なんてまずいないもの
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone would join at a time like this under normal circumstances. But if we created a reason that incited them to want to join no matter what, wait a second, that sounded like coercion. Like what happened to me.
理由って
It can be something small.
おっぱい目当てですっかり部活にハマってる子もいるしね
I kind of forgot about that. Don't bring that back from the dead, please.
つまり何かで釣ってくればいいってことですね
さすがは千早さん。明暗です。
I think the most effective tool would most likely be... She's the death glare.
伏したら NG
Hey!
死んだらいいんじゃないです？
Hey! I didn't even say anything!
成層圏まで飛びたいようだな。
最低のクズ案ですね。恥ずかしくないですか？
We didn't say anything! Why do I have to suffer all of this just because of a little joke?
小太郎のおっぱいならどうだ？
Deal. No one would be interested, and if someone was, I'd rather not have them in this club. Oh, interesting. You imply that you being interested in breasts is okay, but if someone's interested in your breasts, suddenly, oh no, I don't want them in the club. Congratulations, now you know how they feel. Yeah, exactly. Why does she seem so disappointed? Aw, that's actually kind of sweet. Then, let's go with something more traditional. We could invite someone to help us for some kind of compensation. If they enjoy themselves, they can stick around.
確かにそれはそうですね。
I wonder what we can offer them, though. You know what you could do? You could put out a bounty. Like, what if you put out a bounty? I don't know. Like, it could be monetary, but it could be other things, too. Like, something they find appealing. But you say, like, hey, for any leads that lead to an investigation, it doesn't have to be successful. It just has to be, like, we actually have something that's worth following. And if we accept the lead, we'll give you a reward. You know, it's kind of similar to, like, trying to track down, like, people who are AWOL or, you know, like, escaped prisoners or whatever. I imagine I'll be responsible for preparing it, but I still appreciate help in coming up with what it could be.
現金。
Rejected. I knew she'd propose that. It's easy to set up and it'd probably attract quite a few people, but I highly doubt any of them would stay afterwards.
後輩を狙って去年のテスト過去問の傾向と対策をまとめて渡すというのはどうだろう？
That could work, but it would work for the scholarly who might not be interested in our club anyway. Oh, that sounds good. If we actually are capable of doing that. I'm not confident I can. It was class rep's idea, but it's unlikely she'd agree to do all the work herself. It would have been a good proposal if it were something we were more capable of, though. I throw it on the back burner for now. Any other ideas?
軽井沢の別荘などいかがでしょう？
Hey. Wait, you saying you offering the mansion, or are you saying they can come see your mansion? What kind of idiot would hand out real estate for helping a club?
まったくだわ。
おっと、これは申し訳ございません。最近の学生事情などにはとんと疎いものでして。
Currently, Liv, you're talking like you're 100 years old. I don't think you've ever been up to date.
学生が固定資産税や維持費を捻出できるわけないでしょ。ここは金ロレね。
I mean, sure, but I don't think kids would even know how valuable those are. You're just as bad as him.
それなら、タグホイヤーなどの方が若者にはデザイン的な受けがよろしいのでは。
I have no idea what that is. Let's just leave it in their own little world. Oh. Tag team? Tag Hoya? So she doesn't know what it is either? Suzuru, you're like my spirit animal here.
金ロレって何です？
A golden statue of Mr. Rolex.
誰か知りませんけど、欲しがる人いなさそうですね。
You're so wrong and yet so right.
じゃあ、霜降り和牛1キロ。
Do you have that? Ah, that's more reasonable. Wait, no! My own mind is tainted by the elite. There's no way I could afford that either. Shizuto pulls a sari furikake out of her pocket. I'm sorry, Shizuto, but I doubt will attract very many people with that. Anyway, I don't want to use anything that costs money. We need to think of other options. Class rep's option's pretty solid.
私の笑顔などいかがでしょう？
Just stop talking already. On second thought.
ミーハーな女子なら普通に来るでしょうね。
Yeah, what if it were to smile? What if it were like a date? I guess so.
昨夜はかっこいいですからね。
いえ、それほどでもありません。
No, we can't do that. It might pull some people in, but they'd only be girls. I'd rather increase our male population if I can help it. I'm outnumbered badly enough already. In which case... Oh, I know who we're inviting. But I think we're going to save this for next time because we're getting to the point where it's getting to the end. But that we know that music, and we know who our special guest is. Oh, and it's actually time for us to skip. So this is going to be... Oh, so I thought we had a different event with the audio thing for Yoshino, but it looks like this might be our video or something similar to it because it's allowing us to skip. So we're going to have to stop here for now, but this has been really fun. I like this episode, and I like our little friends, our little chibi like fairies. I'm really curious to know more about them. I'm really interested in just the fact that they exist and that they are like working with us. Because again, like it really brings up a lot of questions about what they are, because they have a lot of the form that we're familiar with familiars and, you know, summons, but they're so different at the same time because they're autonomous, they're intelligent, and they take a form that's really like they might be very small, but they also have very human-like characteristics in their skin tone and their faces and everything. So I'm really curious where they came from and why they're there. I'm gonna hold to my theory that they're an advanced form of familiar, probably made from the corpse of a person that's been kind of reincarnated into their new form. That just makes the most sense to me. But we'll have to see when we get to that. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I certainly enjoyed making this video. As always, it's a pleasure being here and being able to just continue to explore these crazy stories and just like, it's just fun. And it means the world to me that you spend the time here and that I get to read your comments and everything. So thank you so much for that. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I hope you continue to come back for more content. But until the next video watching me, if you see me next, I'll see you there.